this demonstration on the Baby and Mom NICU Journal and Planner. Right now I'm in Noteful. This is my app of choice. Once you download your planner, you can just go right down here to the bottom right corner and import file. Select it from where you saved it. Now we're gonna just open up this planner here, and I'm gonna just go back to the home. So we've got an index here that has links to the different sections, and we've got a NICU journal section, and then the tracking pages. I made a variety of different options for everyone out there because some people just like one over the other. Now if we go here to the baby's NICU journey, our first page is the About Me section. You can add your baby's name here. Let's see. How about that? I don't know, let's just try Diana. Okay, and then, you can do different things in the style. Maybe you want it purple. Okay, so you can add your baby's photo over here on the right page. And then we go into the story. I'm sure you have a story to tell. We all do. My boy was born 26-weeker. And we have a continuing page if you have more to say. If you don't know about these apps, you can copy and paste pages as needed. So we've got that one selected, pasted it right there. That way you don't have to worry about running out of space. That's one of the reasons why I made this, because as lovely as it was to receive a paperback NICU journal while I was in the NICU, I actually had quite a long stay in there with my baby, and I didn't know if I was going to have enough space. I ended up using the entire book and some extra pages I had to stick in there. So, it can be a long journey or a short one, but I wanted to make something that would be usable by any NICU mom. We've got the journey pages. You can write the day up here on the right, and you can write the doctor's names here, nurse, anyone else that you've seen on this day, and you can write about the feedings if you got to feed your baby, vitals, labs and meds, the equipment and settings, any procedures that were done, and of course you can add your baby's picture right there if you want, or you can add a different one. Gestational age, weight, length, and what did you do today? What did you do? Did you take any pictures with your baby? Did you get to touch your baby? Maybe hold his or her hand? Or did you do skin to skin? Or read a book? There's all kinds of things that can go on in the NICU. And I added this extra space down here in case there's anything that isn't included in these little pictograms. So, I hope that's helpful. And then there's this extra page I made where you can add in little milestones, what baby likes or dislikes, anything else that you want to write in there. And of course you could add a picture in that bottom square. Now we head into the daily tracker. I've made several different pages for daily, weekly, and monthly. And as you can see, it is tailored especially for a NICU baby, a baby that goes home on oxygen or feeding tube, anything that is extra. There's a lot of apps out there that are made for tracking baby stuff, and my favorite was by Philips, which is My Baby Plus. But I have to admit, there's some things that they don't have specifically for a baby that might have a different need, like all these extra equipment stuff. Plus, it didn't have a tracker for if your baby was premature. So for a while, I was having to base everything off of his actual age, and had a separate one as if I had two babies. The other one was for his adjusted age. He was supposed to be born in October and was born in July, 26 weeks. Alright, so we've got different things here. I hope that no one has to wake up earlier than 4 a.m. between midnight, but if you do, you can always add in extra space somewhere or make your own adjustments to this. If you have a different schedule and you need to do something different, you've got shapes in here. You can cover up the time and make your own. Yeah, you can change the times on this stuff if you wake up earlier or whatever. And the idea was just to have a very thorough method for tracking everything, to see it all at one time, at a glance. Because if you have any run-ins with issues with your baby and you have to take them to the emergency room or something, you'll want to have a pretty good idea of what's going on. And the best way to do that is to see things at a glance. So, yes, I did have issues after my son came home. He wasn't even home for a week, and we had to take him to the children's hospital because he wasn't able to keep his oxygen saturation up. So anyways, you've got medication, temp, sleep, diaper change. These are all at a glance again. So, and if you are using the breastfeeding and pumping stuff here, let's just say, for instance, that you did the left for 10 minutes, and I don't know, maybe you can't tell. I never got to breastfeed, so I wouldn't know, but let's just say you did this one for 10 minutes and you got 4 ounces. And 10 minutes on the right. And for some reason you've got 5 ounces. I do remember that about pumping. It was just funny. Okay. Alright, that's just silliness right there. I'm just gonna erase that. Now, let's move on. You've got notes for different things down here too on the left page. This is more in detail. Okay, you can put in the time yourself, because I'm sure you're not gonna be doing it all the time, but you'll want to keep track of more detailed things, probably. Pumping log and milk storage notes. Yeah. And then we got the diaper changing. Now, I do plan to try to do this in Spanish, maybe even another language if there is need. But I need to know from people out there what their desire is, if they think this is helpful or not, before I do something like that. You never know what you'll need to tell the doctors about the dirty diapers, and all of these things can mean something. Your baby might be sick, and it might just be adjusting to the food. We don't know. Sleep tracking. And a section for Mom to jot down notes about what you're thankful for. How much water did you drink today? Did you exercise? Is there something else that you need to take track of? Maybe vitamins. Did you take your vitamins today? Is there anything else you need to do? Meals? Did you read your Bible or do anything else to help with your mental health and faith? Is there something you just want to doodle? There's space for all of that. And if you want to change anything, you can do that as well. But I wanted to make sure that there was something for everyone. And if you want to make your own pages, here's blank pages too. Then we go into the weekly. We've got an at a glance again. Did you need to do medical supply inventory? Did you order any supplies? Who'd you talk to? Did you administer medicine? All these things quite handy. Then we have the monthly. Left the days blank so you can use this year, or if somebody needs it next year, who knows. We got more in-depth stuff here for equipment changes and cleaning or maintenance of that equipment. My son only had an oxygen concentrator, so I didn't need to really clean anything but just change out his tubing once in a while. Anytime it got gross, you know. Then we have our supplies inventory and orders, medicine refills, inventory, formula order. Yeah, I tried to make sure that everything was here because when I had my son, I didn't have this all pre-made for me. I was literally using a legal pad, and boy, it was difficult keeping track of things when it was my first time. I didn't know what all to keep track of, and I also was having difficulty fitting everything on one page. Anywho, when you're pregnant, you're probably gonna have some things that you need to pay for that can be written off on taxes. So I made a monthly out-of-pocket expense table here so you can keep track of different things. That way you can write it off on your taxes and also keep track of stuff like your finances. Maybe, like me, you had to stop working because there was just no way you could take care of your baby and work. Maybe you don't have any family to help. That was my situation. Then we got milk storage for the fridge and frozen. Development tracking, milestones, and special memories. I have to admit, it was hard keeping track of some of this stuff because a lot of things you just don't realize that it's something to keep track of, not until somebody asks you about it. But you can find different things online or in like that app I told you about with the My Baby Plus. It has different milestones to keep track of. It's just hard when you have a micro preemie because they're not gonna reach a lot of them at the times they're supposed to. And then just special memories and photos page. And of course you can copy and paste that as well if you want to make more. Blank monthly page and yearly page so you can create your own pages. And then the months we get into. These are linkable, by the way. So we're in January, go to February. Okay, maybe I hope I didn't mess that one up. No, I didn't. Okay, anyway, you're writing your own days and whatever you need. We have the overview for weekly and daily. You can copy and paste that too if you want to use one over the other. Make duplicates for each week. And once we get down to December, that's where we have all the blank stuff at the end. Yes. And I should let you know that all of these pages do have that little home button at the top. If you want to go back to the index. Also, I want to let you know that if you do not like digital planning, if this isn't your thing, that's okay. Because you can screenshot and make this crop just to the page. Okay? Let's just say you only want to use the NICU Journey Journal. Maybe you would much rather just print out the pages that you want. That's okay too. I thought I could do this. Why is it not working? Goodness gracious. Just a moment while I try to figure this out. For some reason it's... Okay, I'm just slow because I didn't realize what... I haven't used these little markup things much. Alright, you can erase that little home button there. So you've got your screenshot. If you're doing this on a PC or laptop, it'll probably be much faster or easier for you, but you would simply crop the pages you want to print and then go to print settings, and you can do the paper layout if you want to make it small or whatever. There's different things you can do, but just wanted to add that in because sometimes I prefer doing things written out. Or maybe, let's just say, you've been keeping track in your digital planner, but there's certain things you've noticed about your baby. Maybe they're not feeling well, and you just want to screenshot a couple of pages to take to the doctor. You can do that too. So I just want to let you know that this is all free for use, free for personal use. If you want to share this with anybody you know, please send them a link to hopeministrydesigns.com. That's where you can download this, and please like, share, subscribe to my social media accounts to let this get more noticeable out there. It really would help me a lot. And if you have any questions or suggestions for more content for NICU babies, or just mom in general, let me know. Give me a message or email, and that would be awesome. I hope to have some more content up there. My son will be starting preschool this coming month, so maybe I'll have time for that. Alrighty, well, thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.